why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update on this lovely crypto show on this lovely fine Monday morning. Slightly under the weather today, but I'm going to get this charting done, and then we're basically going to be doing some copy trades over on Fairdesk. Amazing stuff. So yeah, without further ado, guys, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to be covering Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term time frame, and also, of course, the macro, the long-term time frame. And then we're going to be doing some on-chain stuff, some market cipher stuff, some altcoin requests, loads of stuff coming up here, guys. So make sure you smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll get to them as soon as physically possible. Jumping straight to the chat straight away. Hello Chester, hi all, says MG Motorsport, and we've got LR on the stream as well. I think both of you are like 6 streams in a row now, tallying it up. Who's not gonna miss one, basically. Yeah, very, very good. I really appreciate the support on this fine Monday morning, and I hope you both had a lovely weekend yourselves. But without further ado, we're all here for one specific reason, and that is to pick apart these charts. So let's start doing that, and let's see if we can get some sort of prediction as to where we think Bitcoin is going to be going for the day, maybe into the week as well. Okay, so starting off, the first thing that is really jumping out at me since we opened CME, if I have that chart up, do I have that chart up? No, I don't have that chart up. Great. Okay, great. Great start, Chester. But yeah, CME opened. I'm not sure actually where it opened. That's a bit annoying. But what has happened so far is we've dumped off a cliff, guys. We've dumped off a cliff to start off the week, and that basically means that we have started the week with the weekly candle here with a nice wick to the downside, which genuinely in candlestick chart patterns, if this happens early on in a candlestick, we tend to usually have the reversal for the rest of the time that the candlestick is open. Okay. Excuse me. So as you can see, we have seen this dip coming down to start the week off. So likely that's already one sign that we're going to have a bullish week coming into this week of March on the 11th, right? So that's one thing that's looking good. The bounce point again that I want to refer to here, guys, is this point here, and you can see this is an upward sloping parallel channel that we've had for quite a while, right? Since the end of February, yeah, near enough the end of February, we had a really nice bounce point from that zone back on the 5th of March, and you can see we're just testing that area for a level of support right now. This is interesting, right? The reason why it's interesting to me is because you can see the momentum that we have off this zone. Okay, it's pretty goddamn large. Okay, when we did see I think it was previous all-time highs, yeah, we saw previous all-time highs coming through at 69.3 here, and then we saw a massive crash to the downside. Absolutely fine when that happens, guys. Absolutely fine, just because we do heavy pullbacks from these zones when we do cross that, and it's just massive market manipulation in the areas that we're currently in. So what does this mean for the current price of Bitcoin right now? We're still in a progressive stance, still looking really nice and bullish here, and you can see we have tested this area for a level of support. Personally, I would have liked to come a little lower. okay? I would have liked to tap the 4-hour volume weighted ATR band like we did in correlation here with the trend line the last time we dumped on the 5th of March, right? So we didn't quite get that point coming down there. So the support isn't going to be as strong as what I would have liked, but it's going to be support nonetheless. The support that I'm talking about, guys, is that trend line and also the 5-minute volume weighted ATR band and the 15-minute volume weighted ATR band. You can see we're slowly grinding the way down, but ever since we tested that upward sloping parallel channel, the lower side of it, we have seen a nice bit of upwards momentum coming through from there. I do think we are going to have pretty swift recovery up to the 70k sorts of areas here very, very, very soon, probably over the next few hours or so. If you look at the times before where we have dumped down like so, big wicks to the downside, and then it's just been straight recoveries, okay? Straight recoveries. Again, guys, here's the start of the week. Very, very early into the week here. So having this pullback so early on is actually a very bullish sign, okay? So in terms of what I think that's going to happen with Bitcoin today, I think we're going to sail straight back up to around 69.6. There's going to be the resistance point at the 5-minute volume weighted average true range. And then we're going to see a little bit of a pullback, probably down to around 66.8, something along the lines of that. And then we're just going to see us come up towards the end of the day and break that potential all-time high there for Bitcoin, okay? In terms of how much higher I think we're going to go than that, that's up for debate, okay? And the reasoning for this is, guys, as you can see how correlated these 15-minute and 60-minute volume weighted ATR bands are currently. They're very, very close together. We're getting crossovers like crazy. So we're likely to see heavy resistance from this when this does occur, okay? So if we see these go into a progressive stance to the upside, and for this to happen, I just want to be clear on this, for this to happen, we need to pretty much go parabolic from here, okay, and not see any resistance at the 5-minute volume weighted ATR band. Quite unlikely, guys, quite unlikely. If it does happen, amazing stuff. We can predict higher prices for Bitcoin, 71, 72, those sorts of areas. But if these volume weighted average true range bands are in probably a more digressionary, if that's the correct term, on a digressionary stance to the downside there, then it's very likely we see heavy resistance. Now, if they are pointed up, like if they're in the progressionary stance, then it's likely that we don't see as much resistance. I know here's quite a bad example, but you can see sometimes like this, guys, when we do see them in a nice progressionary stance to the upside, we actually trend along them on the lower side and we just basically run all the way up there. So if that's something that we're going to be looking for, we're going to be ideally needing parabolic motion, sending these bad boys up as well, and then we can just simply grind up like that. Do I think that's going to happen? It really, no, probably not. Probably not. Not this early into the week. I don't think we're going to be going parabolic, but it's still an option, guys. It still could happen. But again, we have seen a dump to start the week off, so I would expect some progressionary price action to the upside here. And again, 5-minute volume weighted ATR band, so nice resistance at 69.6, basically coming down and then coming up and testing these bad boys again, and then coming down from there. And basically just playing around in this zone again, maybe coming down, testing this trend line towards the end of the day or something along the lines of that, right? That's what I would say about the short-term time frame from just what I've seen here from a TA perspective, guys. So let's break down some more indicators and let's see what we're working with here. I mean, you can see we've got bullish divergence coming through on the hourly time frame here for Bitcoin, so that is a very bullish sign. So that's another thing in our favor to have some more bullish momentum to the upside. I didn't actually bring up the Leap competition. Damn, should have brought that up. I'm currently fourth, guys. Currently fourth in the TradingView competition, which is still great. Still great. I'm getting a little bit beaten here behind the leader. Bit annoying. He's excuse me, I think he's $5,000 clear now, which kind of sucks. But I will keep going. I will keep trying. But yeah, so let's carry on with Bitcoin here for the what have we got? Let's bring in the smart money and we look at break of structure, strong lows, high lows, weak highs. Yeah, so you've currently got a weak high up around here. So this is an instigation that we're going to break the all-time high here, come up to around 70,700, and then see a lovely little pullback from there. Okay, again, only if we don't go into that progressive stance for Bitcoin. If we go into that progressive stance, volume weighted ATR bands will as well, and then we'll grind up with them, okay? But yeah, just looking at the chart right now, we have a weak high currently coming through at around 70,300, and that'll probably take us to around 70,700. Just looking at that, guys, I just want to flash over to liquidation heat map here for Binance, because this is actually a very, very interesting in a very, very interesting colorways today, right? This the heat map is looking very, very interesting. And the reason I'm saying this, guys, is because you can see what we just referenced here on the shorter term time frame, that's 70,700 with those volume weighted ATR bands as a test level for resistance. If we look at the liquidations here on Binance, you can see it's a very hot zone up around this 70,300, 70,600, 500. Yeah, this area. So this area is very, very, very powerful for liquidating your shorts. Okay, so what I would expect is a nice move to the upside here, breaking all-time highs, liquidating as many shorts as possible at 70,700, and then probably slamming it back down after that. Okay, that is just Binance. Have a little look at Bybit. I know the majority of the volume is Binance, but you can see Bybit as well. Nice few liquidations in this area. BitGet, let's have a little look at that as well, guys. And if you did want to check out this website yourself, you can. It's absolutely free. It's coinglass.com. Okay, 70,100, 70,300. These are the areas, guys. Okay, these are the areas we really need to be vigilant from. And manipulation, whales, they want to make as much money as possible, basically taking out the retail traders. And this is basically what you can see here. We're going to see a lot of retail get absolutely whacked today when we see these prices. Okay, that's what I do think over the next sort of day or so. 70,700 is going to be a very, very nice target to be looking out for there. If I can get this right and drag it correctly. There we go. Big in the game. Okay, so currently on a nice price bounce of around 68,600, looking pretty good. Just going to swig the tea, and then we're going to be moving on to the midterm time frame there for Bitcoin. Angie Motorsource said, what site is that, Chester? Would like to have a look myself. Oh, I literally said it. I didn't even know you asked that. I didn't even look at the chat. So yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, CoinGlass, I think it is. Lovely green tea. But yeah, guys, I'm going to pick apart the charts and then I'm probably going to go back to bed. I'm not feeling that hot today. So yeah, going to go back to bed and trade from my pillow, which would be nice. I haven't done that in weeks. Months. A long time. Yes, I see MG Motorsports said I had a sell order in at 70,000. It fell just short and didn't start my trade. Oh, brother, that sounds pretty brutal. So I did it manually instead. I made 30% with leverage. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Amazing stuff, man. Good stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. We will be going through some market cipher trades and some potential trades today to be looking out for there for Fair Desk copy trading. Good stuff. I'm on about 5 followers now. Pretty cool. Getting some traction there, which is nice to see. And making everyone money, which is even better, right? Making money myself and making you guys cash too. So yeah, it's a win-win in my book. Because like I close the trade or whatever trade I'm in, I'm like, oh, yep, made some money there, great stuff. And I look at how much money I'm making you guys. I'm like, yes, this is even better, right? It's a win-win. So yeah, great stuff. Let's move on to the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin. And let's get deep down and dirty into the charts. We are looking at potential hammer candlestick chart pattern just off the bat on the 4-hour. Yes, we still have 32 minutes to go, and this will mean bullish momentum to the upside, okay? Because it is in a negative stance, and when you see a bullish hammer in a negative stance, usually, well, it's called a bullish hammer because it's in a negative stance. You have the hammer candle, usually means you go back up, right? So here's a reversal candlestick chart pattern here for the last sort of 5 candles. So we will see how that plays out in the next sort of 31 minutes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just referencing where we were last week here, streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. You can see here we do have a broadening wedge, guys. You know me, not a fan of the broadening wedge. The pizza slice could get as big as you want. I do not like that, just because it means there's potential fluctuations in these areas, and it's a lot. It's harder to trade, guys, because you don't get that much data from it. Okay, so I would prefer probably doing more something like this, and we could then be calling this a falling wedge. Sorry, a rising wedge. If we do see a rising wedge here, the break point is going to be around this area. But I really would expect a big bounce before that, right? Oh god, excuse me. Yeah, so I would expect a big bounce before that. Caffeine kicking in. You know, you always yawn just before the caffeine kicks in. So yeah, it'll come through very soon. So yeah, you can see a lovely bounce point from these areas in terms of support. This is the area that I would be looking for here if we are going to be seeing a nice little bounce here for Bitcoin. On the lower side, that is going to be a price of around 65.6. absolutely fine if we fall down to these levels, guys. We're still very goddamn bullish overall. It just goes up, okay? It's just very, very progressive. So we do need a more significant pullback. We haven't really seen like a micro downtrend that's held market or micro market structure in quite a while here, which isn't, I mean, it's not positive, but it's not that healthy when we're referring to the macro, okay? Because we could actually see more significant pullbacks if we don't get these micro downtrends to basically form higher lows on the macro market structure. That's all making sense to you. Hopefully it is. But yeah, Fibonacci to look out for there, guys, from the all-time high coming through for Bitcoin, which on my chart right now is 70,165. I think on the other chart I got to 70,000. Oh no, 70,100 for simplicity's sake. I did see on the other chart I did get to 70,300. Amazing stuff. Very, very, very good for Bitcoin to see it up at those levels. Really, really good. And MG Motorsport says he's well chuffed. I presume that's about the copy trading. Good stuff, man. Yeah, me too. So it's going quite well. We will have a loss soon, though. We will have a loss soon. I can't just keep winning. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It's a chart, so we're going to have pullbacks at certain times, okay? It's just effectively how you manage those pullbacks to mitigate the risk and mitigate the losses and aim for the highly successful portfolio balance, right? So yeah, upwards of rising wedge, guys. Rising wedge. This will probably be the moving average, not the moving average. The what's it called? The measure move. Okay, the measure move to the downside will be looking something along the lines of this. Are we going to go for the whole thing? Absolutely not. Is there a short position down to the Fibonacci 0.236? Possibly. Okay, worth around 4.25% to the downside. Looking very, very, very strong there. Okay, and if we are going to bang in a horizontal, you can see very heavy resistance, very heavy support, okay? And this is quite interesting as well because you can see when we get a candle body close above it, we come down and we test this area. So if that is going to happen, guys, definitely something to be looking out for there. But yeah, nice little short position for Bitcoin if we do lose 65.3, okay? Probably wouldn't be getting in until we clear this wick to the lower side, okay? Because you can see this wick here at 64.7 and also 64.8. This is a very crucial area. So if we do get a nice little cheeky candle body close here below this area, free fall. I would say free fall down for around $2,000 to $3,000 there, and I'll basically slam us right down into this sort of ranging area here where we're going to make that juicy 4%. On the basis of the rising wedge chart pattern having a progression move to the downside, and also quite a lot of indicators saying that we are going to be coming down if we do lose this area. Today, short term, guys, I do think we're going up. I do think we're going to break all-time highs, smashing through liquidation levels around 70,700. That's what makes sense to me today to start the week off, and then maybe a dump, and then maybe a recovery later on to end the week is what I'm sort of thinking here. That's what makes the most sense for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Take a breath. You can see bearish divergences coming through. Hidden bearish divergence looking very, very strong here. On the 4 hour, this is an indication that we are going to see some downside. What do you know? We have seen downside to start the week off. Is that as low as it's going to go? If it's not, guys, we've got the money to be made here. If it isn't, then you know what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be waiting for a lovely potential short position, shorting the all-time high for Bitcoin. Very, very easy trade there with the volume weighted average true range in a negative sort of stance. Okay, if that is going to happen, really, really, really strong stuff for Bitcoin in terms of a nice juicy position. But I would expect some upside just to express that a little bit more. Let's look at the directional movement index, guys, see where we're at with that. Is that bearish? That is a bearish crossover on the directional movement index, guys, and this essentially means bearish momentum to the downside. No, essentially means that it does potentially mean a micro bear trend to the downside. But the ADX here, guys, is down at around 20. Okay, we're looking for 20 and 25 for these crossovers. Okay, these are the key areas that we are sort of referencing, the most important levels here. Don't know why they've disappeared off my chart, but they have. So we're gonna have to plot them back in. Not gonna get them exact today. I had them exact before, but you have to zoom all in and everything. It's a bit of a process. So yeah, these are the areas to be looking out for there. So it's easy for you guys to look at. Don't know why that is deleted from my chart, but hey, it is what it is. But you can see here we have had that crossover, and the ADX is currently in a downward stance at around 20.6. The ADX, guys, this determines how strong the trend is going to be, okay? So with this in a negative stance coming to the downside, only just above 20 here, basically it means that this trend that the directional movement index is signaling here, it means it's going to be a week. It's going to be a weak micro downtrend if it is going to happen, okay? So that probably gives us an inclination. If we do have continuation to the downside here, the weak micro downtrend will look something along the lines of that, and then we'll see a lovely bounce from this zone right back up to all-time highs or something along the lines of that, guys. Would not be surprised if that is going to happen. And hey, we're here to make money, so we're going to be trading this the whole way down, the whole way up, side to side. Let's get it. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I would say about the midterm time frame hit for Bitcoin, referencing the indicators that I have got. Let's VRVP, and let's see what we're working with there. It's going to load for me today. No, it's not having it. Ah, right. Makes sense. I'm on the wrong chart. I'm on the wrong chart. Here we go. This is the chart, guys, and classic Monday morning, right? Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's what we were talking about last week. Yeah, I have been trading on the crypto Bitcoin, the ticker Bitcoin, of course, and then I'll just show you guys with the crypto here, TradingView crypto, because that's where the TradingView competition is on, right? Yeah, crypto coinglass.com. LR, you said your real name. I keep doing that. Yeah, LR is on coinglass.com if you want to see the liquidation heat maps there, and that you can basically. I wish there was one that did like all the exchanges into one. That would be really good. But you can basically see it does Binance and all of the other sort of tier 1 exchanges here, and it does like time frames as well, which is quite cool. But yeah, the clear areas that we're really looking out for here today is around 70,600, 70,700. For mass liquidations to be achieved here by the big dogs, the whales of the pond, okay? But let's jump straight through to the macro here and see what we're working here for Bitcoin, and then we're going to get deep down and dirty into some altcoins, because I want to get some lovely trade setups planned out for the week here, for the next day or so as well, just so I can be executing some really nice clean trades there on Fairdesk. And yesterday we finished the week, I think it was a 14 trade win streak. We didn't have any losses last week. Amazing stuff together as a community. Updated you guys continuously in the Telegram about those trades, and yeah, it was a really nice week actually. Made some good cash, as much as we can make with that account. But yeah, really good stuff on the copy trading side of things. Now moving on to the macro here, guys. You can see. Let's expand that and let's talk about where we're at. Can we get rid of that for a second? Yeah, you can see very nice progressive stance here for Bitcoin overall. We're breaking highs here. You can see people were talking triple top here. They were talking triple top, and that obviously does mean big resistance to the downside. We're smashing through, guys. We're seeing very nice moves to the upside here for Bitcoin, so it is likely that we are going to see us travel to the upside from here, right? But we are still below all-time highs from previous bull cycles, right? So yeah, we could see some downside. If we do see that downside play out, guys, it's absolutely fine here for the macro to be doing so, okay? Because if we look at market structure again, it's obviously very bullish, near enough going parabolic in this zone here, guys. And remember the analogy. If I'm drawing the chart, it's going to pollute it like crazy. Yeah, you won't be able to see it. But remember the analogy, right? So if you see Mount Everest, I am talking about. I'm just gonna draw it. Hold on. If we're climbing Mount Everest, guys, you know the score. I know quite a few of you are OGs on the channel since last bull run. You can see if we're climbing Mount Everest, guys, in a parabolic stance, okay, in a nice parabolic stance, we need to rest, okay? We need to consolidate in these areas, okay? We need to get some food, get some sleep, relax a little bit. Otherwise, we're not going to get to base camp 2, okay? So consolidation is needed for base camp 1, and then we can take another leg up to base camp 2, okay? If we don't do that and we go completely parabolic all the way to the peak of Mount Everest, we're just going to get slammed all the way back down, because you're going to go up the mountain, you're going to die, right? It doesn't work like that. You need to rest, you need to chill the F out, and that's basically what we need to do here for Bitcoin. Hey, Donna's here. Nice to see you, Donna. Yeah, I dropped Donna a little message yesterday, basically checking in that she was okay, because we've not seen her in the community for a while. And yeah, we're all missing you, Donna. We're all saying, oh, where's Donna? This is our time to all be together and stuff. And like, we're in the community together all the time, like every single day now. So yeah, it'd be a really great pleasure to have you back, Donna. So appreciate you coming through. Yeah, nice to see. Everyone's like, Donna's here. Woo! It's the OGs, man. The OGs. Very good stuff. Hope you're well, Donna, as well. Hope the family's well too. Right, anyway, let's get back to it and let's see what we are for Bitcoin. Okay, so the chart pattern that we're looking at for here on the weekly right now is this upward sloping parallel channel, guys. You can see we're actually breaking this to the upside. The measure move for this is all the way up to $91,000 for Bitcoin. So that is a 47% move from the breakout zone, okay? And currently from where we are, it's still going to be a 32% move to the upside. Now, if we are measuring all-time highs in reference to inflation since previous all-time highs, it's up around, I think it's like 10%, if I'm correct. I'm not sure if I'm correct on that, but we should average it 10% higher or something like that, right? So that puts the all-time high for Bitcoin in terms of dollar value up at around 65, 67K. That sort of area. So we're not really at all-time highs just yet. We are on the chart, but not in terms of inflation levels. So yeah, 75, 77 is sort of a very strong target there for Bitcoin. So really imagine us hitting all-time highs again, and that's where the resistance is really going to play out, guys. Okay, so just be aware for that. I've been trading. I've found my rhythm. Nice to see, Donna. Nice to see. Coming out of my deep dark hole. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope you're all right. You know you're welcome in the Telegram every single day. We're all here for you. Crypto family, CC gang is here. It's all good. We help each other. And again, if we can help you at all, just let us know. Yeah, so Bitcoin, let's keep going, because the pullback here, if we do see a pullback from the all-time high that I was just referencing, potentially around 75, all those sorts of areas. You've got the volume weighted ATR on the 12-hour. Daily, again, guys, I know I talk about this every single day, but the moves that we do see from these bad boys to the upside, the bounce points after seeing such a nice progressionary move to the upside here, claiming these bad boys for support. You can see this bounce here on the 12-hour, really strong, okay? So the bounce that we're looking for here on the daily is going to be essentially stronger, and that's down around $53,000. So sell your house, sell your dog, long Bitcoin at this level. Joking, don't do that. That's yeah, that's not financial advice, guys. Just not financial advisor here, right? So yeah, just be aware this is going to be a really nice trade. Last time we made around 10% bouncing on this level. If we remember correctly, that was just up around, where is the daily yet? Just around here, guys. $40,000. We banged it all the way up here to around 50,000. I can't really remember where I got out on this, but I didn't get the whole move, guys. I wasn't ballsy enough, if you will, so he only did around 10% there. But yeah, amazing stuff there. So that is going to be the position that we're looking out for here on the macro. If we do crash down, just keep this in your back pocket, guys. You can be using these for these really big moves. You did want a free trial on this, guys. We are running a 7-day free trial on the volume weighted ATR bands. So you can go and check them out if you like. Don't have a link in the description. Completely forgot to do it again on a Monday morning. But yeah, if you're interested in that, drop me a message on TG and I'll get you sorted. Or just head over to newmoneynetwork.net and you will see, you should be able to find it on there somewhere. Yeah, that's going to be it for the macro, I think. Anything else to cover? I mean, I would like to go into, yeah, let's go into the market cipher and let's look at what we're potentially seeing here for Bitcoin on the macro using the market cipher. Still need to do some more research on this and as to what everything means. Phoenix has given me a bit of a lesson at the end of last week, which I do appreciate, man. But yeah, gonna have to do a little bit more research on this. But yeah, in terms of what I know from what I watched from a video, I'll just say what I know so far, okay? So in terms of the money flow, guys, the money flow is looking strong to the upside here for Bitcoin, as you can see here on the macro, looking really strong. But what I would say here is my AirPods are dying. They just told me they're dying, so that's not great. But I would say here is momentum to the upside here is really strong, okay? It's really strong. So that does involve pullbacks, okay? That does involve pullbacks in buying pressure, unfortunately. So that is one negative that I would say here for the current direction here for Bitcoin. Like to see a potential pullback coming through fairly shortly. Stochastic is on the top side as well, guys. That is just about to have a bearish crossover as well. So likely to see some downside here for Bitcoin. I mean, daily here, it's not looking that great, I must say. And originally I did think this was the VWAP. That's what I got told. But Phoenix informed me that I was incorrect there. So not really sure what this is just yet. I need to do some more research on it. But it is in a progressionary stance to the downside from what we are seeing here. It is looking bearish again, guys. So yeah, overall looking fairly bearish here for Bitcoin, just measuring this on the macro. Does this mean we're going to dump today? Probably not. does this mean that we're going to send all the way up to these liquidation levels at 70,000 all-time highs, 70,700, that sort of area, and then dump from there? Hey, that would be the, if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail scenario. So if we were to sail up to all-time highs there, smash around 71,000, that sort of zone there, liquidate as many of these short positions as possible, and then we slam all the way back down, having a continuation of this trend and all of that. The continuation of the momentum and this whole scenario that we are seeing here on the micro time frame, then yeah, that's what I would sort of expect here for Bitcoin. Okay, one thing I do want to look at quickly is the ultra swing package, guys, because the CC RSI indicator, we have seen a lovely bit of downside here for this indicator, and this was kind of what we were waiting for all night last night. Not all night last night, all week last week. Okay, so the CCRSI indicator is what we were looking for here, because we're actually waiting for a really nice trade. We know how well this trades in a bull market, guys. We've seen this perform countless amount of times here. 75% profitable to the upside here, looking really good. We get a lovely trade on this bad boy when we come down and we cross this area to the lower side here. Okay, so you can see here really strong moves to the upside when we do cross these zones. Okay, sometimes not as strong, and it does fluctuate whether we do get a break even or not, but sometimes, guys, these trades can be just god mode. Okay, especially in this bull market, right? So yeah, we're waiting on that, and that is likely to happen over the next sort of couple days or so, which is going to be very exciting, and I will be updating you guys every day as to that trade and how we are looking for that. Okay, in terms of Tema and Dema crossovers, where are we with that? We did see a downwards crossover to the lower side here late last week, I think it was. Yeah, no, early last week, sorry. And you can see from there, we actually did see a very big price action to the downside, okay? Worth around, you say around 7%, so 3.5% is the more feasible target there. So yeah, well done to everyone who got involved with that. So you can see here, guys, we're still kind of a little bit far away from a potential crossover here. So I don't know if this works on the hourly. Maybe I was referencing the 4 hour. I was definitely referencing the hour before. Yeah, so we're still quite far away from a crossover there. So no actual bias as to where we think we're going to be going. Probably going to see something around Tuesday or Wednesday, sorry, for that potential trade, okay? And that is going to be it from that. Where are we? Let's some altcoin requests, guys. If you want to smash some altcoin requests in the chat, I will get to them as soon as physically possible. In the meantime, I'm going to be looking at some on-chain stuff, and then basically be getting ready to do some market cipher potential positions for the day for our copy trader. And also, if you have any positions that you're looking at and you want me to check out on any altcoins, then yeah, please drop them in the chat, and I'll have a little look for you, see what I can conjure up. What's it doing? On chain, okay. Okay, all exchange reserves. Let's have a little look. This is, I mean, we did see a low come through on the 1st of March, and we have seen a little. 1st of March? Seems like a while ago. Oh, right, yeah, so we dumped again on the 8th there, and that's where we got like quite fruity here, because it was like, oh my god, it's bullish if this happens, right? So yeah, very bullish. And you can see we haven't really seen that much of a gain to the upside in terms of people putting their Bitcoin back on exchanges. So it is looking really still bullish, still in that bullish area there for Bitcoin, looking quite good if we are referencing on chain, okay? This is a whale ratio, all exchanges. Basically, a high value indicates whales are using the exchanges a large amount. That basically indicates that we're going to see some manipulation coming through. You can see what we have seen over the last sorts of couple days or so, guys. It's actually in a progressive move to the upside, okay? It's looking I want to say bullish here. The chart is looking bullish to the upside here, but you can see this range that we're in. So it's just basically comes up, manipulation comes down, comes up, manipulation comes down. So right now we are up, so expect some sort of manipulation coming through. Leverage range, that doesn't look that great. Let's avoid that one. Funding rates, let's have a look at funding rates today, guys. Funding rates, you're going to get paid to be in your short positions still. Quite interesting to see this actually, because if we are referencing liquidation levels here, you can see a lot of people are actually short here, okay, because it's going to be liquidating short positions. So you would expect this to be a little bit lower, okay? You would expect it to be a little bit lower, but what that indicates, it basically indicates that there are some big liquidation levels below this below these levels that I'm talking about. The levels that I'm talking about here, guys, is around 66.7. These sorts of areas there. There's big liquidation levels below that, but we just can't see it on the liquidation heat map as of yet. Okay, unfortunately. But yeah, you're actually going to get paid to be holding your short positions today. Very interesting stuff. Cool stuff. Open interest, guys. This is a good one as well. Open interest right now. If we were looking, well, we were looking at whale ratio a minute ago. It's in a progressionary stance, which means that we're likely to see some manipulation. Open interest is soaring, guys. We are seeing highs coming through over the weekend here for open interest. Basically means how many people are getting into leverage positions right now. Too many. Whales are going to manipulate the chart. You're going to get wrecked. Liquidation levels are going to be hit. Okay, that's what I do think is going to happen. And let's look at the minor reserves, guys. Excuse me. I mean, this kind of has leveled out over the weekend, which is it's nice to see, because this was looking, as you can see, in this very bearish stance. And when we do see this in a bearish stance to the downside, it basically means that the miners, that the miners are essentially selling their Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, this leveling out is actually quite a bullish thing to see, especially into the start of this week. I mean, we have seen a little bit of a move to the upside. Nothing crazy, guys. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of a move to the upside here for the minor reserve. And that's going to be it for the on-chain stuff, okay? We haven't really seen that many liquidations coming through. I will be touching on the liquidations later on in the week, guys, just because we are due some manipulation, and we are due some manipulation throughout the start of this week, I do think, and that's what I'm referencing in terms of liquidating these short positions at 70,700, all-time high for Bitcoin, slamming it back down again. It's very, very, I think it's written in stone. I think that's definitely going to happen. So we will see more liquidations later on into the week. Stock and flow model, guys. How long have we got until the halving, etc., etc.? Probably maybe a month. Is it nearly a month away? Nearly a month away from the halving. But you can see here, every time that we do have these color, same color here, distance from the halving, it either dumps down. Oh no, we lost it. Now I've got this thing to deal with. Okay, I just want to refresh this, guys, because I don't know, it just updates it, and it's really annoying. It collides both of these together. So yeah, so you can see every time that we're at these levels, we either have some sort of dumpage before the halving or some sort of sideways consolidation action. Okay, so please be aware, this is where we are now, and being at all-time highs for Bitcoin, near enough, we are basically asking for this to happen. Okay, now with that being said, it's still uncertain because we hadn't had any real like ETF price action for Bitcoin before that, and we have seen leading up to the ETF and after the leading up to the ETFs and after the ETFs, and still moving through ETFs all around the world, then we are seeing a lot of people actually continuously buy Bitcoin. So if we look at the gold chart, when they passed the ETFs for gold, we did see a really nice gradual uptrend continuously. So maybe we don't dump, maybe we just go a little bit sideways. Personally, what I do think is going to happen, I think we're just going to have a massive pullback, and it's just going to be an area for retail to get wrecked, and the smart money to come in and sort of scoop up a massive chunk of Bitcoin, and basically move on. Because if you think from an ETF standpoint, guys, if you think about like these corporations and hedge funds and stuff like that, they're not going to be, I mean, some of them will be buying this level, but they're not going to be buying all the Bitcoin that they need at these levels. It's just not very smart, especially with an asset that it does fluctuate this much in value. So what I would say is they're going to wait for a big pullback because it's inevitable. It's going to happen, and they're just going to, it'll get bought up very fast. Okay, it'll get bought up very fast, literally billions of dollars. There's probably already limit orders like leveled out, ready to tap at around 50k and stuff like that. So that's why this volume weighted ATR band, if I can get the chart right. Nope. Volume weighted ATR band on the daily here around 53,000. That's going to be a very strong bounce point, guys. There's going to be massive buy orders at this area. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that. Fear and Greed Index. Best local massage in Bangkok. Very nice. 82 here on the extremely greedy scale here. Yeah, just be aware, guys. We're coming into a manipulated week, I do feel like. Okay. So just be aware for that. Now let's get into some altcoins, guys. If you've got any altcoins, let me know in the chat. I see MG Motorsport says Neo, please, as well. I'm in a long, but it's just underwater. Okay, let me bring up Neo and Neo, and then we will do ICP and Gala. Oh, and mint layer there for Donna. Don't start with Gala Phoenix. We'll start picking on me again, lol. Okay, I'm going to do it on this chart to start off with. It's going to be Neo, and then we will go from there down the list. Massage Bangkok. Yes, massages in Bangkok, eh? Too much. Too much. Right, where are we? KuCoin, BitMEX. I'm gonna be doing... Oh, I like Bybit, man. Yeah, we'll do Bybit. We will do Bybit. Okay, so you're in a long. Okay, let's have a little look. We're gonna start off with the macro. Start off with the macro. Market structure is looking quite strong off the bat. Just gonna get rid of this TA if I can. Yes, okay, so market structure is looking strong. We've got a nice low being plotted in at around $6.40. You see massive move to the upside, massive pullback. Higher low is going to be there. Let's get that plotted in. Very nice, very nice. Nice pullback. Broke that high. Yes, no, higher low would actually be here. Oh, no, don't add alerts. Let me get rid of this. It's a bit... Nice drum and bass to start the day. Yeah, I was feeling slightly underwater, like slightly under the weather, but I'm feeling a bit better after this green tea, so that's good news. Still might just have a day in bed though. Nice to relax. Worked really hard last week. We've got a big week coming up this week as well. A couple of other projects, so might need the rest today. Don't want to fall sick or something like that. So let's have a look. Market structure. This would be the high low that we are looking for confirmation from. Overall, though, you are still in a nice bullish stance to the upside here, guys. And I would say a bullish pennant chart pattern. Just looking at the chart, and that is a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend. Okay, so something along the lines of this. This does mean continuation, so that is a good sign for you there, MG, in terms of your long position. And you said you're long from 17.6, so just a little down, 17.6. Let's go down to the more of the micro time frames, and let's see what we're working with here. 17.6. It's unfortunate that you unfortunate that the resistance played out for you there. I would have waited a little bit longer and then waited for a candle body close in sort of this sort of area, and then we would have seen a potential TP of around there. So that's what I would say there, but it's not the end of the world here, because you can see you're not that compressed into this chart pattern just yet. I would be a bit worried if it was here, okay, because then you really haven't got the momentum for the move. But what I would say here is that it's actually looking pretty good to the upside, okay? I would say pretty good to the upside, looking pretty strong here. And if it doesn't happen, you've got, again, strong areas here as well. So I would say maybe something along the lines of this in terms of a parallel channel at the top side here. If that is going to play out, that is what you're sort of looking for here. You can see the support on the lower side here. Really, really, really strong stuff. I would expect if you come down to here, a nice little bounce again. And then basically coming up to here. So yeah, I don't see you falling off a cliff anytime soon, and you do have this level to be looking out for there in terms of a more respected higher low there, but you need to break this high. Okay, you need to break this high to basically confirm that, I would say. But yeah, overall not looking too shabby. Okay, let's bring in some volume weighted ATR bands and see what we're working with there, and then we're going to jump to market cipher and see if we can get a bit more data on Neo for you. Kurd Meran? I'm pretty bad at reading, but yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, Kurd, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And yeah, we will check QRDC and Block. Is that Blocktopia, I think? It's that pink logo, right? Let's did I get music on for you guys today? Yeah, I did. I got some music on for you guys. Good stuff. Let's volume weighted ATR band for Neo, and then we've got a couple more requests, and then I'll get to your request there, Kurd. No sweat, no sweat. So yeah, you've got volume weighted ATR bands galore inside of this parallel channel, and also inside of this what is it? It's a bullish pennant chart pattern, and overall it's not looking actually too bad. Okay, it's not looking too bad for a nice move up to the 5 minute. I would say up around $18. I wonder where your TP is there. MG, interesting to know. But just for reference sake, this 4-hour candle is looking like really, really bullish. Really strong stuff there. So yeah, I would expect a nice continuation chart pattern to the upside here on the macro. And you have tested the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute volume weighted ATR band to the upside. So yeah, you're looking very strong there. So I would expect continuation. I would expect it break to the upside. And if Bitcoin is going to see a nice little rally up to all-time highs yet again, then it's going to be very good for Neo there. So yeah, looking pretty strong stuff there. I wouldn't be too worried, because even if you do come down to these sorts of areas, you've got the 1 hour, you've got very strong levels of support as well for bouncing points. And if we look at momentum from these points, guys, it's very strong. So you can see 15% there. You can see 21% there. And we haven't actually tapped that level since. Okay, so if you do come down to this level, I would expect at least momentum. We said 15%, so we'll half that just to be safe, around 7.5%. And that, what does that do? It puts you back into this stance inside of this sort of micro chart pattern as well, which probably will send you back up to your entry point. So if you really are underwater, I really wouldn't worry too much, even if you do come down to this 15, sort of 16 level. Okay, overall macro structure looking very strong for you. Moving on to what is next. Around 18.3 is TP1. No, 18.1. Okay, 18.1. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. I would what I would do, I'd do a trailing TP from the 15-minute volume weighted ATR band, and just below that, I would have my TP just in case you do come up to it. Don't quite tap it and then get slammed down. We have seen that come through for the 15-minute for times before. So yeah, that's what I would be doing there. But obviously, NFA, you know, all the good stuff. Not my house, not my dog. It's just my dog's house. Sell your house, sell your dog, buy Bitcoin. I don't do that. Me playing. Right, what was next on the list for altcoins? ICP for MG Motorsport again. And then we're going to be doing a bit of Gala, and then ML, and then Block. We'll do a little bit of Block. So what's next? It was ICP. I see trees are green. Don't have that on my watch list. I think I deleted it when it was untradeable last run, but yeah, I've been checking it out. It is still down around 13 bucks. Not great. Okay, not great. Let's get rid of all this. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I'm streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you want to come and chill with me, pick apart the charts every morning, this is where we at. We've got a lovely community. You can see all the mods in the chat. We've been around for around 2 years in this market, all trading together, all loving life like a nice tightly knitted family. So yeah, if you do want to join the community, link is in the description for that as well, and you're more than welcome. And yeah, everyone's polite. It's a nice place to be. Okay, it's a nice place to be. Upward sloping parallel channel for ICP. This tends to usually mean we do see a break to the downside. Okay, the break to the downside in terms of a measure move will consist of something along the lines of this. Maybe I think I overextended that. So let's backtrack a little bit there. There we go. 1 meter, perfect. So yeah, and then that's going to be worth roughly around 23%, 24% to the downside. We're going to be blindly shorting this asset. No, we're not. We're going to be using very key areas as TPs as we are heading down, because I think it's like 1 in 3, 3 in 1, that these measure moves actually get completed, right? So you can't just be, I'm going to bang in a trade here, take profit all the way down 24%, stop loss up around here, let's go. It's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to hit stop loss and then probably come down after that, right? But no, but yeah, 1 in 3 measure moves actually get completed, guys. So what do we do to counteract that? We stagger our take profits all the way down. Once we hit our first take profit, wherever that may be, just as an example, we take our stop loss, we move our stop loss to our entry point. And that way, if we do come down and we don't hit our final TP and we get reversed on, yes, we get stopped at entry, but we've already taken profit and we've already taken 75% of our equity out of the position. Yes, this does sort of, what's the word? Well, it makes your losses, or it makes your wins less great, if you will. English is terrible this morning, but yeah, it makes your wins smaller, right? Unfortunately, from a percentage standpoint, but it mitigates your losses, and it gets around the 1 in 3 chance of this actually happening. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot more successful trading like that is what I found over the last sort of 5 to 6 years or so. Let's bring in some more indicators and let's see what we're working with here. Volume weighted ATR bands, guys. I'm going to be bringing up bigger ones than this because we're not scalping here. We're looking at this on more of a macro sort of from more of a macro standpoint. So we're going to be using the 3 hour and the 4 hour, the hourly and the 15-minute here just to see what we're working with. Okay, interesting. You can see we've got very, very strong grouping on the top side here. When we do see the volume weighted ATR bands group up like this, pretty much nothing is getting past them. Pretty much nothing is getting past them. So what I would say here, very nice short position from this top zone. If we do see a nice move to the upside here, I would love to actually put in a short here. I really, really would. I've seen this happen many, many, many times here for altcoins, for crypto in general. Volume weighted ATR bands in this grouping stance, massive, massive resistance to the downside, even in a progressive stance, guys. The more that we have here, the stronger it is to the downside, okay? So I don't see us going past 16 point, probably 17. Yeah, I don't see us going past 17. I do see us basically staying in this channel unless we lose it to the downside, okay? But yeah, it's this overall looking pretty strong in terms of market structure, looking pretty good. We are seeing higher lows get set. Is that another higher low getting set there? Yeah, another higher low getting set there. But yeah, in terms of the market structure higher low, it's actually this one down here, guys. So if we do come down to this level, even at $9.59 there, we're still in a bullish market structure, like trend, right? So yeah, we can still go to the moon from there. It's ICP, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Yeah, that's what I would say about ICP. Overall, looking pretty good. And if we do see Bitcoin have that drastic, disgusting, filthy, dirty pullback that we are thinking about here down to the volume weighted ATR and on the at 53,000, then I really would expect a nice move here for ICP to the downside. Would not rule that out at all. What was next on the list? ICP, we did that. Let's do a bit of Gala. Okay. Now, my watch list says Gala is down. Let me do that again. My watch list says Gala is down 8% today. I think that's purely because the last 2 or 3 days have just been... What the hell has happened with Gala? Completely missed this over the weekend. God damn. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this in. I like Gala. I do hold a little bit of a bag for Gala. So winning there. Nice stuff. How much to be gained? What? What? It's ridiculous. God damn. Anyone know why? Anyone know why Gala absolutely exploded off the face of the planet like over the weekend? Unreal. Really good stuff. Really good stuff to see. Like 100% gain for Gala. That's why we are seeing a pullback today of around 8%. Completely fine. I'm going to be chopping this up on the lower term timeframes because it's very interesting to see this actually playing out, guys. And you can see market structure overall. I do want to just get rid of quite a few of these things because it's a bit polluting for you guys to be looking at. So let's have a little look. That's just so parabolic, guys. But I just, while I've got some of you here, guys, I just want to say that a parabolic chart like this is not healthy. It's very, very unhealthy. And we're going to be using the Mount Everest analogy. If you're climbing Mount Everest, guys, you need to stop at base camp 1. You need to get some water. You need to get some food. What I mean by this is you need to consolidate, okay? Or you need a little bit of a micro pullback and then find a sort of area to consolidate in this zone. You need to rest. You need to get some food before taking the next leg up, okay? If you go parabolic all the way to the top of the mountain, you know what happens? You run out of food. You're too tired. And you end up freezing to death and dying. And then the chart will basically slam it all the way down, okay? So that's what I would say about that. We need to find a level of consolidation for Gala and a pullback zone that I would be referencing here. We have lost the 15-minute volume weighted ATR band, which is absolutely fine, guys. We're up like 100% or something stupid for this. But bounce points to be looking out for there. 60-minute volume weighted ATR band, 15-minute. Probably not that valid. I would actually say probably around this area, okay? You got the 3 hour, you got the 4 hour, looking pretty strong there. In sort of an area to be looking out for, then you do have a nice little bounce point there. So yeah, the area to really be looking out for here for Gala, if Bitcoin is going to dump, is going to be around 5 cents 6. I do want to bring in automatic Fibonacci retracement levels. Let's bring that in and see what we're working with here. yeah, absolutely fine for this to be happening, guys, because you've got the high coming through from here, and then you can see the pullback here to the 0.236. Haven't hit that just yet, okay? Haven't hit that just yet, but what I would expect here is these areas to be tapped. And as I was saying there, the 3 hour and the 4 hour is actually just above the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. And the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, if we break that in terms of support, we know what that means. It basically means that it's the confirmation of the reversal of the trend. Okay, so that would mean that we are going to see some downside if we break that. So yeah, it's good that that is going to be below these volume weighted ATR bands as they come up here. So yeah, very good stuff there for Gala, looking really strong there. I just want to see what LR put in the chat there. And guys, if you are new to the stream, we are streaming every single morning here over in Thailand, in Bangkok. Or wherever you are watching in the world, we'll be streaming from UTC plus 7, or 9 a.m. UTC plus 7. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join every single day, Monday to Friday. And yeah, it's nice to have you here. You can see all the mods in the chat from the CC gang on Telegram. Been around for around 2 years, guys. Nice, tightly knitted community. And if you do want to follow my trades, link is in the description. Fair Desk is the exchange to do that. We're doing a challenge at the moment, $4,000 to $100,000. Currently up at around near enough $7,000 so far. So yeah, looking pretty good. We did 13 or 14 trades in a row win streak last week. Good stuff. Didn't lose one trade last week. Insane. Where is that chat? Nothing. No, okay. What was next after Gala? It was ML for Donna. Let's do a bit of ML for Donna, and then I want to do a bit of Blocktopia for Kurd, and then we're going to be going on to Market Cypher, guys, and we're going to be finding some charts for the day. Okay, we're going to be finding some charts for the day to be looking out for. Just catching up on the chat, guys. Grab your parachute. Parachute is going to skydive. I like that. I'll use that one. Mint layer here for Mexi here, and this is for Donna. Let's have a little look. It is looking, I mean, overall here on the daily from January, it's actually been traveling down, breaking lows, break of structure as well. I mean, that, to me, looks bloody good for a lovely long. Yeah, that does not look bad, okay? 15 minutes, 60 minute, 3 hour. And the 4 hour sat here waiting for us, okay? Waiting for us. So I would actually be loving along from this asset. And this would basically mean it's going to do something along the lines of this in terms of a retracement for this its current downtrend, guys. It's more of a micro downtrend because this is sort of the macro here. But what I would say here is the bounce point for the lower high that you're likely to come up and set after breaking this low is going to be probably something along the lines of this, right? So the bounce point I would be looking out for here is going to be this area. Let's get a box in there, actually. Let's get a little box in there. And yeah, that's going to be a very nice move to the upside for Mint Layer. Not too sure on the fundamentals of this asset, so I can't really talk on the fundamentals for this. But what I would say from a charting perspective here, you are seeing a bit of downside, unfortunately. You're seeing a bit of downside, and which is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. You have seen a very nice rally up recently. Do we have any sort of I've got a little bit of a bull flag, not the biggest confirmation in the world. I would like to see a nice tap to the lower side, and then we can see a move and then a potential break to the upside from there. That would be absolutely fine. But right now, we can be referencing that as a potential bull flag, or a falling pizza slice. Yeah, falling pizza slice, falling wedge, guys. Falling wedges tend to usually break to the upside as well, so there is potential for a move up. Okay, so yeah, the real long that I would be looking out for here, again, is these volume weighted ATR bands. It is looking very good from this zone. Stop loss. I mean, yeah, I'd probably have my stop loss all the way down here, guys, because in terms of market structure, you can see this is the market structure higher low. As you can see here, we come down, we set a low, and then we break this high break of structure, confirms that higher low period. So that would mean that this is a very strong area. So I would have my stop loss probably just below that, around 26. Don't want to fall for a test there as it does come down and test it. But from there, I would expect a massive bounce. You can see momentum from this area in previous price action, very strong. Okay, so if we do get to this area, especially after testing all these major volume weighted ATR bands, we've got the bull flag there. We've got lovely massive levels of support just continuously there. So yeah, that would be the massive bounce point I would look for there for mint layer. Look at, like, overall, just looking at what we've looked at, it looks like a very clean trade in my opinion. Fundamentals are excellent on mint layer. One of the token metrics top picks. Okay, cool. Interesting. Maybe I'll check it out. Let me write that down. I'm always on the hunt for nice new assets to be dumping bags into. Good fun. Although Mr. Mars is trying to troll me, I think. Garlicopter, thanks first. I'll be here all night. Helicopter, take you straight to the top. No breaks needed. Green tea, hard to spike. Watch, he'll still not notice me. I'm going to spike his tea. Good fun, man. Yeah, I have a green and lemon tea in the morning. I mean, it's pretty cold by the end of the stream, but it's all good. It's all good. Right. Was it block? We're doing a bit of block. We're doing block, and then we're going market cipher. Blocktopia, love it. Love to see it. KuCoin. Blocktopia. God damn. Isn't this like, this is like a metaverse thing? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a metaverse thing. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember they have like a really cool website. So, yeah, they have a really cool website. So, I might actually go check that out, see if they've updated that at all. Once I'm off the stream. But yeah, overall, guys, looking pretty good. Market structure looking very, very strong here. We are seeing seeing highs in terms of the macro, looking pretty good here. I would expect a nice pullback, probably to the 3 hour and the 4 hour volume weighted ATR band. You can see that does line up pretty famously, pretty nicely with this lovely area of resistance there. So as long as you get a nice daily candle to close above that, you would be looking for this as your higher low market structure period to be looking for support. This is going to be the higher low that I'm looking for right now. And this is the most recent higher low to be looking out for there. We have validated that, so let's change that to yellow. Let's change that to yellow, and that's going to be a level of support. So even if you do come down to this area, guys, you're still in a bullish stance to the upside, looking pretty good overall. Yeah, I probably would say a nice bounce here, looking pretty good. Not bad for Blocktopia. Where are we? Let's I wanted to buy at 0.0021. I didn't have the money, then I bought a 0.2 at sadly I'm gonna hold it. 0.28. So you're in profit. You're in profit. It's absolutely fine. Like, it's good. Like this asset. Let's jump to the more of the macro chart. Like if we look at all-time highs. This is what I mean. Like alt season isn't really awake just yet, guys, because you can see 17 cents is the all-time high for this current asset. And this is the type of project, right, with the whole metaverse and all the nice graphics and stuff on the website that will get a hell of a lot of traction from retail coming into crypto for the first time. And we did see this last time. We saw this with GameFi stuff like Axie Infinity, and we saw the market caps that these assets were capable of achieving. Ridiculous billion-dollar market caps. So even buying at these levels is absolutely fine, and you can expect to come to all-time highs from this asset if it is going to get that. I'm pretty sure it will. I mean, this is pretty far-fetched. We can see it's actually a 60x. It's a 60x to all-time high. So even get a sixth of that speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. Need I say any more? Yeah. So I wouldn't fret about buying at like not even a cent lower than certain prices. You're absolutely fine. It's going to look very, very good over the coming months or so. Really, really, really strong. Good stuff, Kurt. Good. I'm going to hold for a year. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Hold for a year. You'll make a lot of money. It's basically free money right now. Just what I would say is from a nice, safe investment standpoint, investment strategy, sorry. Basically, layer 1 blockchains, dump a load of cash in them, hold them for a year, or depending on the markets, how we are going to react throughout this bull cycle, depending on whether it has come this early and it's going to stay around without massive dumps. Hold it for a year. You're probably looking at a 5 to 10x on your investment, guaranteed. Like, it's just free money. It's just free money. Obviously not financial advice. And I'm talking Matic, I'm talking AVAX, I'm talking DOT, I'm talking Solana. Even Solana's going to do so well this run, man. So well. I think we're going to see like $1,000 Solana. Something like that. It's going to be ridiculous. We're already seeing the frustration with the Ethereum gas fees. And this is before obviously we are getting a nice influx of retail at the moment, but nowhere near to where we were before, right? And we will see that come through when we do see these altcoins start to really wake up, okay? I'll give you some good ones to look at. Honey, Hive Mapper, Dymo. I can send you the link. Yeah, please do, Donna. I'll have a look at any coins that you would like to send me. I'm always scouting for 100x gems. You want to see the CAS chart first? Okay, Mr. Miles, let's bring that up for you. And then I'm going to do some market cipher trades because I've got to get some trades ready for the week. Or ready for the day, actually, for Copy Trader. So don't want to let my followers down. I've got like 5 followers on there now, which is quite cool. So yeah, as I said last week, we did very well. Made some decent cash and didn't lose one trade. So yeah, pretty strong stuff. Pretty strong stuff. And I'm like updating you guys on the trades I'm taking in the chat as well on Telegram. So yeah, it's a nice little system we got going on at the moment. I quite like it. I quite enjoy it, sitting in Telegram all day and updating you guys on my positions. And I feel it's more like personal from a trading aspect rather than just like, right, see you guys, see you tomorrow, peace. And then like you're not seeing any of my positions and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like it. Now let's CAS. Let's look at CAS. So I see 118 UDay Cash App is in the chat as well, looking for a bit of a dog with hat. So yeah, we could potentially do that after market cipher. No worries. Yeah, just off the bat, Casper right now. Fundamentally, Casper is definitely a coin to watch over the next sort of 6 months to a year. I would expect extremely high prices for this asset. There is a guy who lives in my condominium block, and yeah, he's very bullish on this. He always talks to me about the research for this asset. So yeah, I would expect this coin's basically partnering with like Fortune 500 companies and stuff like that for when the initial shift to crypto does come into effect. They're already going to have all these partnerships sort of mastered. So yeah, they're doing the right thing right now. They're doing the right thing right now. What I would say about the chart overall, looking really good. I would say market structure looking very strong. The previous or the most recent higher low that we need to confirm, which is, we'll do that by breaking the high, is going to be this at around 11 cents. So even coming down to this area, you're still bullish. Even actually coming down to 7 cents, you're still bullish here. What I would say here is you want upward sloping parallel channel, upward sloping parallel channels. We know the score. They tend to usually break to the downside. If that is going to happen, there is going to be a lovely move worth around 30% to the downside. Pretty dirty, actually, if you ask me. But yeah, there's going to be a massive take profits all the way along the way. We're not just going to be blindly shorting this asset. One thing that I would say here is you've got a nice little pump. You've got a nice little bull flag. Bull flags does what it says on the tin, guys. Move to the upside, okay? So what we could really be looking for here for Casper, after it has been sort of asleep for the last sort of week or so, a nice move up, okay? And this is kind of what we see for like the kind of the crypto markets at the moment. You see a nice big move to the upside for an altcoin, and then it'll just go to sleep for a few weeks, which is it's fine. But then it'll just start banging it out of nowhere, right? So look at the volume here and the price action when we went flaccid here, and it was just like oh nothing's going on, and then 4 days of pure bullish momentum, and we just saw the price like jump up like 50%, right? So that's what I mean, like altcoins are slowly waking up and you just don't know when they're going to run, okay? So this is definitely something to be looking out for there, especially with these volume weighted ATR bands in the grouping stance around that area there. So if you don't break up anytime soon, I would expect over the next sort of week just to come down a bit more, having this volume weighted ATR band in the 4 hour sort of touch, and then likely to see a nice big move to the upside, something along the lines of that, right? And then we can see us come up and tap this top side yet again, breaking highs there for Casper. Overall, very bullish, looking pretty good. We'll be looking for this trade in the breakout stance, and that's going to be worth around 14% to the upside there. Now, let's have a little look. Add lit to your list of gaming gems to look into. It has a lot of potential. Let's have a little look. Lit. Right, guys, I'm going to be moving on to Market Cipher now. Let's have a look at some trades that we can achieve for the day together over on Fairdesk. And let's see if there's anything that's going to be tickling our fancy today. And if I can't do your request today, guys, I do apologize. I will be back tomorrow to fulfill any other requests, so make sure you tune in. And if you do want to join the Telegram community, and if you're dying for some TA from me, then I will be in the TG all day today. So you can just put some requests in there, and I'll just basically send you screenshots of my charts and do a little explanation for you if you are looking for immediate help. Something like that, right? So let's have a little look at, we're going to be doing this on the hourly time frame today, and I want to see some confluences to get us into some juicy positions. That's what we want. Okay, straight away, Bitcoin looking pretty good. Money flow is looking strong. We've got momentum first, main anchor looking good there. So this actually would mean a short for Bitcoin, but you can see we don't have the sub anchor just yet. So the sub anchor that we're going to be looking for, I just double click that. There we go. The sub anchor that we're going to be looking for is going to be somewhere around here, and this will be our entry point on the basis that we have got stochastic on the top side as well, and then also VWAP, maybe VWAP, but maybe not Phoenix, but yeah, which I'm just going to call it that for now. The VWAP crossover and the VWAP bearish signal to the downside, and we are below major moving averages as well. So if we do sort of stay in this stance and do get that secondary anchor with the stochastic and the other confluences, then I would expect downside here for the short-term time frame here for BTC. Moving on, let's get some trades. I'm just going to fire through this, guys, and try and find some confluences. Money flow looking good. Yeah, this would have been a lovely entry. You can see money flow very bullish there. You can see main anchor, sub anchor, entry point, bearish X there, VWAP cross, VWAP signal, below major moving averages as well. Very nice short position. So yeah, annoyed we missed that. Okay, money flow looking good. Main anchor is great, but we're nowhere near a sub anchor, so I'm going to avoid that today. Litecoin, nothing crazy. This is not too bad. ARB, bit of ARB. You can see momentum is very low. We're a bit far from a sub anchor, so we're going to leave that. Momentum is low. Momentum is low. Money flow is good. Got a main anchor there. Okay. I mean, this is clean. Okay, it's clean because you've got really clean money flow here. You've got main anchors here that we're going to be using here. This would be a nice example of a sub anchor. So if we can get the same sort of thing later on in history today, then there will be a nice little short position here for Doge. I'm not going to bother with this, right? And the reasoning for this is, guys, is because you try and short Doge or a meme coin in this current market, this TA just doesn't stand a chance. Okay, even this very great set of indicators in the market cipher, I just don't think it's a very smart decision shorting Doge at this time. Okay, so yeah, not going to be involved with that one. So let's move on. Let's see what else we can find for Fairdesk copy trades today. Not looking too good. Money flow here for Link. Bit too choppy for my liking. Going to be avoiding that one. That's the first main confluence that we're looking for here, guys. Let's have a little look. Money flow here is actually looking really quite nice. Looking nice, as you can see. Nice and smooth here, guys. And this basically means the money flowing in and out of the asset, and that can determine the direction of where the asset is going. So I would say this is the main anchor. This was the sub anchor from before. We actually don't have the momentum to the upside here to validate a new sub anchor. So yeah, we're probably too far away from this position on Uniswap here. So we're avoiding that. Money flow here looking good. Momentum not great. I kind of want a position that is going to be happening over the next sort of 6 to 7 hours or so, and can't really see that many. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's and sometimes it's better to not rush into a trade and try and force it, because then you're just going to be losing trades here. So that's not the ideal situation. This is interesting. Money flow very strong to the downside. We do have main anchor. We've got sub anchors. Sub anchors still with massive momentum to the downside. So this basically says here, guys, that momentum it hasn't cooled off, and this is why we're looking for the sub anchor. So the sub anchor after the main anchor, for example, main anchor, sub anchor, it basically shows that the momentum for that bullish sort of aspect of the chain, aspect of the asset, not the chain, is coming to an end, right? And when you're seeing this bearish momentum coming and continuing to get to these low levels, it shows that it's still very prominent and that it's not dying out, right? And we play on the swing to the other side, right? So that's why it's very important to get that correct. Not great. Nothing. I just realised my AirPods are dead. They've just died and I've got no music now. That sucks. I have to charge them up. Not a great way to start the Monday morning. Literally, I went into the kitchen this morning. It's like, oh, I don't feel great. Don't feel great. Long weekend. Long week last week in general. I'm just like, oh, I feel pretty sick. Like, not great. And like, just go to grab something on the kitchen side. Just start smashing glass everywhere. Just all went bad. I'm just sat there like, oh, I've got to clean up glass. Late for my stream. It's just not a great way to start the week. So yeah, pretty frustrating stuff. But yeah, all good. We're here for it. Anything good? There's nothing really that great this morning. Nothing that I can see that it's like, that looks like a nice solid position. It's just the money flow is just wrong. Momentum's not great. No, guys, it's not our morning. Yeah, it is what it is. What we can be doing as well, guys, we can also we are on the hourly time frame, okay? So we can jump to something like the 15-minute and going for like a different sort of length of trade here, which is absolutely fine. It still works the same. So we can be doing that, and it's still, and now we're not loading. Great stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's not great, guys. I won't lie. It's not looking good here for these trades. There's nothing really jumping out. I will keep my eyes peeled for you guys, because obviously we want to be executing some trades today over on FairDesk, so we can all make a bit of cash together, and we can move forward in our challenge to the $100,000. But I'm not going to be rushing into any trades here when the markets don't look good. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. That looks like, forget market cipher for a minute. Excuse me. Forget market cipher for a minute. That does look very nice for a lovely short position. You can see all volume weighted ATR bands. You can see us progressively moving through these MAs as well. You can see we've had that bearish cross. You can see these whale sell signals as well, and that's why the chart is coming down here. But in terms of an entry point for this, I would be looking for something along the lines of this. And if we are referencing the market cipher here and the indicators that are involved with that, I'd say that you can see stochastic is coming down in a very progressionary stance to the downside here, and we're just waiting for that crossover here. Okay, so if we get that crossover at these levels, I mean, you can see multiple times we've crossed over at these levels. Okay, so what does that tell us? It tells us, let's flash forward to the chart here. Let's see, crossover at this level, bullish momentum to the upside. Crossover at this level, bullish momentum to the upside. Crossover at this level, bullish momentum to the upside. So if we're referencing these factors, these key things right now, I probably would expect a move down here, and then that stochastic crossover, and then a move back up. Okay, absolutely fine for it to do that, but basically it just means that our short position isn't going to be that valid. Okay, unfortunately. Do we long from here? No, we don't long from here, right? We don't long from here. There's too many moving averages. There's too many things saying that it's bearish momentum right now. Money flow is still in the bullish stance, but we haven't seen how much this bearish stance is going to take here. Maybe, okay, maybe we get a, I mean, does that work? No, it doesn't work. I would say, like, if we did get this money flow looking really strong here, and it was still in this bearish stance, then we could get a nice little sub anchor long. That would be great. But it basically shows, because the money flow is coming back into that negative stance here, that the long that we are looking for here isn't going to be that big. Okay, it's not going to be that big. So basically what's happened here, massive move to the upside here, leveling out, and it's basically saying that we're not going to see that much volume from here on out. It's probably going to go sideways in this area. That's what it's saying. All the indicators are saying anyway. So yeah, unfortunately, it's a no-go. Unfortunately, it's a no-go. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. UTC +7. So that's 9 a.m. over in Bangkok. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and you're feeling pretty. Oh, I guess some of you are still in your weekend, right? But yeah, hopefully you're looking forward to the week ahead, and we will be making some juicy gains together with each other over on FairDesk. So we can be looking forward to that. I would like to get the account up. I'd like to do about 10% this week. I think that'd be quite a good target. Hey, if we do 5%, whatever, it's absolutely fine. If we do -3%, whatever, it's absolutely fine. We will be getting see my brother coming through. we will be getting the account up together like we did last week. So yeah, shout out to Hamilton Crypto. Great stream, just discovered you. Yes, of course you did, brother. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't heard of Hamilton of Crypto, then Hamilton Gilpin Crypto now, go check him out. He is the older brother of mine. Been trading for what, 7 years? 6-7 years or something now. And yeah, he's a great trader. And also you can copy him on Fairdesk as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And in the Telegram all day, right? But for now, it's gonna be peace out. Bye.